Become great at problem solving. Think about problem solving and think about how many problems you solve on a daily basis in life, as a parent, as a friend, as a colleague, as a sister, as a daughter, a son, in the community. Just think about problem solving when life throws curveballs at us. When things don't go as we expect, we have to problem solve. So in this journey of working for ourselves, becoming problem solvers is key, because the path is not always going to be straight. When I went through this network marketing journey, I saw that, okay, this is a system that works. You go in, you do ABC, you will likely get the result you're looking for. And I saw that if this is going to work for other people, it will work for me too. But one of the biggest intangible in that whole equation was me, and how much work I was willing to put in, and how many hurdles I was willing to overcome. So when we work for ourselves, you take ownership. And one of the ways that you take ownership is that you problem solve. As you walk the walk, challenges will come at you, obstacles will come at you. Even when let's say you're filling out paperwork, or let's say you want to self-contract, how do you create these appointments? And when you go in to talk to these people that you want to contract with, how do you present yourself? When they turn you down, how do you handle it? How do you set up appointments? How do you make sure that your book of business is growing? How do you troubleshoot? All of that, you have to understand that that's part of it, and that if you follow through and you keep going, you will find solutions. So what happens is that most often when we start in these businesses, and then an obstacle comes, for example, maybe our team is not growing, or maybe we are not receiving the offers. Most often individuals will throw in the towel and quit. But then when you think about job hunting, how many applications you had to put out, how many interviews you may have had to go to. For most people, it's a lot of interviews, a lot of job applications, a lot of compromises, but they stick to it until they get that job. So it's the same when you have a goal as someone that is working for themselves. You have to follow through. And in order to follow through, you have to ask yourself questions like, what adjustments do I need to make? What could I do better? What am I missing? And that is where reading books will help. That is where having coaches and mentors that understand the journey will help. Look at your journey on working for yourself as something that you have to push forward and you have to follow through. There is not going to be any falling back. You actually have to follow through. You have to make it. Those that take themselves from where they used to be to where they need to be do a lot of work to push through. For example, if you plant a seed in the ground and it has to grow, that seed has to push through the soil in order to come out, and that's when we see the plant. So we have to push through some challenges, actually lots of them, in order to get to our goals, in order to live the lives that we deserve. The problem, the issue is that most people fall back into their comfort zones. Let's not be leaders that fall back. Let's be leaders that problem solve until we get to the finish line. There is no falling back for the champion. The champion keeps going until they meet their goals, okay?